All right. Welcome. Season 4, off season, episode 1, Dirty 30 Pod. What's up, boys? How we doing?
Good to be back.
Very glad to be back.
Good to be back. We got the champ. How's the champ's off season been?
It's been very busy. Very, very busy. A few trades that I've put my team through. I feel like I've improved my keeper situation. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying to repeat. So, Matt, you've repeated once, correct? Did you repeat?
I don't know if I've ever gone back to back. I don't think I've ever gone back to back. I'll have to take a look at trophies kind of right next to me, but
I know. I'll be picking that up in a month.
I am
Which the
sending
draft is a month from today.
month from today, man. No repeats. No, a
Oh,
couple like every others for a little while.
I look forward to trying to be the first. So
Oh yeah,
he
dude.
likes he likes to take a year pity break for everyone, which is very nice of you.
It really is. That means this is my year, boys. That means that's all that means. Debbie, how's your off season been?
Good, busy. Looking forward to another toilet bowl. We'll see. No,
Sounds
it's
good.
I'm ready. I'm feeling good about this year. It's gonna be a good year.
Dude, I absolutely. Today I figure we've already had quite a few trades, right? We'll just kind of pull up the board. We'll kind of like look at what everyone's working with here, stare at the trades, stare at the keepers, just kind of like talk about like what kind of comes up to mind. And like annual tradition, we're going to rank our top 20 keepers, right? And just kind of like say, hey, like these are the keepers that we like the best, and these are the keepers that are kind of the worst, and just kind of like see what the league thinks about it. So let me share my screen here. Let's see kind of where we're at. What's going on here? That ain't gonna work. Mid-season form already. Let's go. All right. You guys see the board?
Another
Heavy?
yeah,
busy board. Yep.
Busy board, busy board, busy board, busy board. Um, well, it started off here pretty quick. I think Christian and I had a trade, I don't know, the moment after the Super Bowl ended, right?
yeah, yeah. It was quick.
It was quick. And yeah, well, we'll just kind of walk through all these trades, and Christian and I even have a surprise that no one has seen yet. If you can't tell, I gained an extra first round pick, and Christian gained a couple of second and third round picks here. So we'll kind of walk through it. We'll kind of get to it. Yeah, the moment after the draft, I won the draft order, and we kind of quick swapped picks here. So Christian was the moved up into the first order, and we swapped fifth rounders, a fifth round for a 13th round swap.
Hmm.
Shortly after that, I gave up a couple of big keepers, right? I gave up Bowers and Ladd, and I got the third round pick from Marcus, which is now Christian's pick.
And Matt, I think you still need to add my second on your slot there.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I was looking
That's
for
my
it.
bad, man. Yes, I do.
I wanted to make sure that I didn't get robbed.
He's
No,
trying to do you dirty.
no. Good call. Good call. A lot going on
Okay,
here.
okay.
That's
So
for
yeah,
sure. Yep. Yep. Yeah. I gave up Ladd and Bowers, and I got Marcus's third, which is now Christian's third, and I gave up a seventh, kind of right here. After that, we got the got Gibbs from
yep,
Kyle, and that was just a swap of the first round picks, right? Kind of right here, and then what is now my pick,
yep,
and a swap of seventh round picks.
yep,
After that, I traded Jerry Judy to Craig, who's a 13th round keeper, for a ninth and 14th swap. So I got an extra ninth, and Craig has extra 14th. Then the trades of the first round picks. Tyler gave up his 159. Sorry, Craig got Tyler's 159, and Craig got his two. Tyler got his second, third, and 14th. Right, so Tyler traded out of the first round, and now Craig has two first round picks. He has the 5 and the 10. And Tyler is his first pick is here, and then kind of Craig's second and third. And now the
It's
pick
a
that
fucking Rubik's cube, dude.
dude, it's unreal, right?
Yeah, it's
Crazy.
I've never there will never be another league like this.
No, and there will be two or three more, right, before the draft starts
Oh
here
yeah,
in um in a month
Yeah,
from
month
now.
month is a long time.
It
it
is,
is.
man. And then the one that no one knows about, but we'll kind of announce here afterwards is Christian and I kind of did the same thing. We did a one and what was a four, right? Um, because Christian doesn't have a five for my two, and then Marcus's earlier third. The thing I didn't even get to think about here when I haven't really talked to Christian about was like because I had two fourth round picks, right? I get to kind of move neighbors back to that later fourth round pick, which is pretty sweet for me.
Yeah,
And Christian definitely got a nice third round pick out of the deal, including my second round pick too here. Um, Christian,
yeah.
what jumps out here? I know it's a lot, right? I
Like
don't know if we're
in
making sense.
general, like all of the
Yeah,
like
whatever jumps out to you.
yeah. Honestly, I like there's a lot to unpack.
Yeah,
Um, I really think Kyle, if I could go back. I would make the trade for Gibbs a million times. I would. But I wish I wouldn't have I know it probably had to take the number one overall pick, but I wish there was some way I would have given up more capital, more picks than the first pick, and then somehow traded the first pick for something else. I don't know. So I think Kyle got a good deal there. I think that honestly, my favorite trade was the Lad and Bowers for the third round pick. Like, I think,
that's a big one.
I mean, realistically, like giving up a third round pick is probably like the highest capital we've seen give up like for picks
Yeah.
in since the Aaron Jones stuff early on.
Yep.
But I
Yep.
mean, Lad and Bowers are fucking bulletproof.
Yeah.
Like
Like
I
when
mean, I shouldn't say bulletproof, but they are two very well sought after keepers.
yep.
So
We will pull up the rankings here soon. I have Bowers and Ladd very high up there.
yeah,
Like
and I think
Marcus has some great keepers.
and I do like what Craig's doing. I think Craig is putting himself in a good spot, like with because I don't think Craig has the strongest keepers by any means. I think we'll
Sure.
talk about that a little later, but I think like with his two first round picks and I don't know, like I think he's gonna get two damn good players at 5 and 10.
Yeah.
So I mean he could yeah, I mean there are a lot of good players back in the draft pool.
Yeah.
So
There are. Why I think like we talked about it a lot with our trade, right? Of like swapping that first round pick, like, hey, like it's going to take a lot, right? And it took
yep,
my second and that early third to kind of like jump back into that first, right? There are a lot of good players, and then hey, they kind of like falls off the cliff a little bit, right? After the top, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, 12, 14 players, right? It's kind of like,
right.
okay, now we're kind of picking some different players here. Debbie,
Yeah.
Debbie, anything jump out to you?
Yeah, no, I think you kind of nailed it. With like you're talking about with Craig's team, and kind of thinking with that too. Always interested in you're seeing it every year now with trading out of the first and people
Mhm.
making their moves for that. So then that always gets me curious what the picks are going to be in those with those extra seconds and thirds. Like what Tyler, what he's going to be doing. So
Yeah.
um, yeah, and like you said, the board is just a Rubik's cube right now, and it's a beautiful thing to see. So
Yeah.
Devin, you have been a little too quiet. You're making me nervous. Like,
I know normally
draft.
normally I got some yellows in there.
I know. I'm a little nervous.
Dev, didn't
I
you one year have three first round picks?
think so.
I think so too, dude.
I wonder how that worked out.
It didn't work out very well. I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. A lot of yellow, right? A lot of trades. Yeah, more to come, I'm sure too, right? It's just yeah, good
There's still
stuff
still time. Christian, don't you worry. There's still time.
I have no doubt. I have no doubt.
No. Nope, I love it. Yeah, like just keeping track of it all and figuring it all out. It's gonna be fun. I'm glad like most of the boys get to come in person this year, right? Where you got the Airbnb a month from now. Like I'm stoked, man.
It's gonna be great.
Let's transfer a little bit here. Let me kind of stop my share and we'll pull up our ranking keepers here. So, all right, you boys seeing that?
Yep.
Perfect. All right. Let me see if I can move you.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. Like always, trans our we always start off with the top 20 keepers here. And like it was something that Christian threw out 4 or 5 years ago now at this point, right? Just kind of ranked it all and got good feedback, and that's kind of a pod tradition now that we are just kind of like yeah, doing it ourselves, right? Just kind of seeing where we're at here. Debbie, how'd you start this list? Where'd you kind of like where'd you begin?
Well, I just want to say, because I think Christian will appreciate it. I was looking at the list right before the show, and I was looking over things, and I had Kyron over Gibbs, and being the known Kyron hater that I am, I just couldn't leave it like that. So I flip flopped them right before the show. So,
Thanks.
um, but where I started was super easy. Matt, you jumped on it really quick and told us about that it was in there. So you had all the names on yours already, so that was easy. So I didn't have to fill them in myself. So I kind of just went top down and did some flippy floppies and um, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean I started I kind of got about my first seven, right? And then I'm like, all right, then I'm just gonna like start working from the bottom here, right? And we talked about Marcus's trade, mine and Marcus's trade, but like he has two top five keepers in my opinion, right? Like he's got Bowers, who's my third best keeper, and McConkey's my fifth best keeper, right? Like all in all, like that's kind of worth a third round pick in my opinion, right? Like just like a fair, good trade. Like when that third round comes around, Market's probably going to be a little bummed that he doesn't have a pick, right? But you got Bowers and McConkey for the next 2 years, which
Yeah.
You'll
yeah,
be okay.
which you'll be pretty happy about. Yeah. Christian, anything like jump out to you when you kind of like started the list? Where'd you start?
Yeah.
What jumped out?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of surprised at how different I was than you guys. And I'm not
Yeah.
and I truly did not try to look at your guys very much because I didn't want to like base my like subconscious off of yours.
Yeah, yeah.
I think the first few, they're pretty obvious. Like and
Yeah.
obviously like I'm a little biased, but like HN, he's gonna be in the top two no matter what, because he's a running back who's going in top 10 drafts typically, like, and he's in the 11th round. Bowers is the clear cut and away best tight end in fantasy we've seen, at least in the last couple of years. Like, I mean, he could be the next Kelsey, and you're getting him in the
Oh yeah.
13th, you
Oh yeah.
know. So you have guys like that. But I was shocked how low you guys were on Kyron. I was very surprised. We can get into that a little bit more, but
Yeah.
really, the way I tried to think of it was taking the player and the round and then like looking at who is going to be in that round at that position. Like, so for instance, like the reason I liked Kyron so much was because in the sixth round, like Kyron is he's 24 years old. I mean, and he's in a good offense, and McVay trusts him. We all thought the sky was falling last year when he like returned a punt in preseason, and then he goes on and like gets whatever, 13, 14, 15 touchdowns. I mean, and that just seems like 10 touchdowns seems like a floor for Kyron, and like you look at what's going to be available in the sixth round at running back, and nobody's going to be starting a running back in the sixth round who they draft this year. Like Realistically, I mean, I don't think they would at least, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised at that. But I looking at a few teams, I think they're going to be. I think the league itself is going to be a lot more competitive
Oh,
because of the keepers. Yeah,
dude, Devin and I had this conversation earlier. Like
Too good.
a lot of really good keepers, right?
yeah,
Like there
yeah.
are just a lot of really good keepers. Like I don't know where I'm at here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, right? 11. My first 11 like keepers. I'm like, oh, like that's a pretty damn good keeper, right? Kyron in the six is my 11th best keeper in my opinion.
Right,
Like
right.
that's a really, really good list, right? Like, I don't know, Gibbs, Neighbors, Jonathan Taylor, like all the way kind of down towards the bottom here, right? But like,
Yeah.
I'm not mad about Jonathan Taylor or Neighbors or Gibbs, right? Like, just
You're
No,
not mad about any of those guys.
no.
good options this year, dude.
No, I mean, if you think about it, Neighbors, Taylor, and Gibbs should all, I mean, Taylor maybe a little bit on the outside, but you're talking like top five players at their position. Like, like it, yes, Gibbs is a second round keeper. But if you told me that Gibbs finishes as RB1 at the end of the year
Right.
and I get him at the 20th pick,
Yep.
do you think anybody would pass on that? No.
No,
I mean,
it's fine value. It is.
Neighbors, same thing. Last pick of the fourth round.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep. No, it's fine value. I mean, even Jerry Judy in the 13th, right? Like that is one of your flexes, like
right.
covered in the second to last round, Like it's good stuff. I mean, the two that kind of
Yeah, Joe
stick
Flacco's
out,
gonna be slinging it.
he is. The two that kind of stick out as far as like, hey, like I don't know about that keeper is Pacheco, right? Which
He's back.
I don't think Tanner keeps that. Like I'm sure he's working on it. And James Cook, I'm just kind of like lower on than others, right? Like he's maybe going in the second, third round in like a normal draft, but like I forgot. I think he had like 18 touchdowns last year, right? And like I just don't think he's doing that again, right? So like
No. Yeah,
that's
well,
too
plus he's
many
got the
touchdowns.
contract. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
he just
concerned.
got some stuff going on. So maybe those two kind of get swapped out here. Who has the best keepers? As a team, right? We kind of like highlighted Marcus's team. He's got Bowers and McConkey. I think he's probably number one in my opinion. I like Tyler's keepers a lot, right? Like
Tyler's up there.
Nico and Chuba are like great keepers. I,
I
I
don't think
also
we're giving I don't think we're giving Rhodey enough credit.
okay,
It's not like I want to give him,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like I think JSN is so fucking good.
yeah.
And obviously you know my opinion on Kyron. So yeah,
Well,
I think I would probably rank them. I would probably rank them Marcus, Kyle, Tyler.
okay.
If I had to
Andy,
do a top three.
like
If I had to do
Andy gets the 101 this year, right? Like Brody's kind of
right,
got a nice team.
right.
yeah,
Um,
sitting pretty.
I think the other one that stands out to me, I like Derek's keepers a lot. Like
Dude,
Bucky late, like Jaden Daniels late. Like I'm coming around. I'm like keeping
if
late
you
quarterback, man. Like
Quarterback
I just
keepers, what are
am.
we doing here? What are we
I've
doing?
kind of I've changed my tune a little bit, man. I have.
I would say that Derek has the most improved keepers.
Yeah, like on it, it's weird, but I'm the highest on the quarterbacks of all three of you guys, and I'm not usually that guy. Burrow and Daniels are kind of high up on my list, man.
The only reason I'm a little lower, and don't get me wrong, I had them a little higher to start, but
Yeah.
the way I thought of it was, dude, every year we have these guys come in. Like Josh Allen was a
Yes.
15th
Yes.
rounder
Yes.
a couple years ago. Like,
Right. Right.
Yeah,
We know how
exactly.
we know how we draft. Someone's
yeah.
going late,
So
right?
it's like
Yeah.
it would not shock me at all if somebody picks up Michael Penix in the 11th round and he ends up being super good. Or like that's just an example. But like, somebody gets somebody in the late rounds on a last pick and then he just kind of booms.
Yeah. And that's just how this league works, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's 100%. We're all kind of like, oh man, no one has a quarterback yet, but like it shouldn't be shocking anymore,
Right.
right? Like that's how it works. Um, who has the worst keepers?
It's
I think we can highlight Tanner's team, right?
yeah.
Like Tanner
I'm
has
not
a
not trying to shit on him because
no.
I think his keepers will get better before the draft. I'm confident in that.
Well, I really don't hate Cortland Sutton in the ninth, right? Like
I do.
he's fine. You do, yes, you do, and so does Christian.
I think the only reason, and don't get me wrong, Cortland Sutton is like a safe pick.
He's fine. He's not sexy, but he's fine.
No, he's fine, but
It's super safe. Very underrated.
I think there are too many good young receivers in Denver. Like, and Devin will probably know all of them off the top of his head. But there's like Marvin Mims and Troy Franklin and
Pat
all these
Bryant.
yeah. I mean, like, yeah, and I just think like you have Evan Ingram in there now, and it's like I
Yeah.
don't I don't know. I don't see. I mean, don't get me like you said, he's not an awful pick by any means.
No.
But if I'm ranking him against the other keepers, that's where he falls.
Any other name of like, gosh, these keepers aren't great? Any other teams?
Dude, it's hard to say because he's on such a good offense. But I think the most surprising thing besides Kyron, and obviously I could be wrong, and I am a fan of this guy. I was probably the biggest fan of this guy of anybody I knew because I followed him a lot in college. But Chase Brown being where you guys have him surprised me quite a bit.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
That offense will always throw. And maybe Chase Brown is just the lucky guy that gets in the end zone when they get close. But I don't know, man. I don't see him. I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong, an eighth round pick, yeah, you keep him, sure. But
Yeah.
if let me confirm this, but I'm gonna just put out a hot take and I'm gonna leave it at that. And obviously, like I will say the chat does have pull. Oh, he doesn't fucking have him. Damn it. I was gonna say when he put Chase in the chat earlier,
Oh yeah, dude.
I kind of was excited. I was like, yes, you're giving away your first round pick, but you have the Chase Burrow connection. And if you give up your first round pick for the best QB receiver combo in fantasy football, I was like, damn, that's sick. But I was
Yeah.
like, when did he get Chase? So I didn't even
That's why
look.
I
Yeah.
thought the same. I had to
No,
go look too.
I knew right away. I'm like, nope,
Yeah.
I need to clarify this.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Chase Brown is one of those elite keepers in my opinion. Like
That's fair. That's
I
fair.
I think it's a really good keeper.
Yeah.
Um yeah, I don't think anyone else really stands out. I think it's like good keepers all around, right? Like we
They're
can
just
nitpick
getting
Craig's
better every
keepers a
year.
little
Yeah.
bit, I guess, right? But like I think Julian 13's fine. I don't even remember
Yeah.
who's his other keeper. Oh, and then James Cook, which I'm a little lower on, but like I don't know, also fine, right? You know, like I don't know.
Yeah. Hard to
So
dog any.
who should we be trading for? What are some of the keepers that are still out there that we
Let's
should be trading
just
for?
just 1 second. There's
Okay,
one more
okay, okay.
elephant in the room.
Well, there
What
you
Oh,
is
go.
what's Puka doing at number 2 on your list? Explain that.
That is not
okay.
that's not an elephant at all. That's a great ranking.
I
No, I'm not hating on it. Yeah, I like
No,
okay,
Puka.
I know, I know,
so
I know.
I try not to factor like injury at all in these rankings. Like
Yeah,
I know Puka is a little bit on the downside, like I know that he is prone to like being questionable every week, right? Like it just is what it is. But I think that when like it was so obvious when Puka played and when he was on the field last year,
he's so good.
he gets the
Very,
ball
very good.
every fucking play. And then like I'm telling you, if you promised me Puka would play all 17 games fully healthy and Stafford played all 17 games fully healthy, I would take the over under on his receptions over 155.
Yeah,
160.
he's
Like
good, man.
he's getting 10 balls a game
Yeah.
easily. Easily. I mean, and the dude just like he he is the best. I mean, outside of Chase and Jefferson, I think Puka's right there with CD. I mean, I'd put him
Yep.
right.
I mean, he's the fourth wide receiver on all the boards, right? Like he's right behind CD. So,
Yeah. I mean, and you're getting Chase, Jefferson, and CD all in the top 7 picks this year.
right,
It's
right.
like those guys are all going in the first round. You're getting Puka in the sixth. And I maybe it's an elephant in the room pick, maybe, but I think if Puka was
I could have worded it better. It's just he's just obviously Matt doesn't have him at 2, and I obviously
Yeah,
don't have him
yeah,
at 2. You know.
yeah.
yeah, I think if I could, yeah, I think if Puka was available, like if I were Marcus, I would have put my attention to Puka more than Lad, which obviously would have cost more.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
I would,
he knew Puka wasn't available in that trade.
right,
Yeah.
yeah, right.
Uh, Last question here, boys. Who should we be trading for? Right, the
Yes.
Craigs of the world, the Tanners of the world, anyone else who wants to mix it up. Like, who are some of the players that we should be trading for? I got a couple names, but if someone else does,
You go first, Matt.
okay.
Yeah.
I actually got a couple names off of Christian's team.
Okay,
Uh,
because I had two off mine,
yep,
but
me too, me too. I like Jameson Williams in the ninth.
yep, agreed.
I think that's a fine keeper, right? He'd rank somewhere on my list, right? Probably right around Cortland Sutton, and then I probably like Sutton a little more, but like right around that range, right, for me. Um, and then I think Roma Dunze in the eighth is also a pretty nice keeper.
Those were my two as well.
Nice. I also think Jaden Reed in the 14th is a fine gamble as well.
Hmm.
That was some guy on my list. And then I had Zay Flowers, who's still in the eighth, as
Yep.
another guy who like could be traded for and probably like should be traded for, right? Like
Right.
all good names. I don't know, yeah, I didn't really I looked at the board a little bit today, didn't really see anyone else. I knew I threw a lot of names at the crowd, so maybe no one else has anyone else, but um
I do, but
nice.
I'll let
Let's hear them.
Devin speak first if he's got one.
No, you can go. I'm
Um,
looking.
so correct me if I'm wrong if any of these guys cannot be kept, but I had two guys in the seventh round that stuck out to me for sure.
Nice.
Um, I kind of think just the way with running backs are. I kind of thought Brian Robinson was decent in the
That's a good
seventh.
that's a good one.
I
Yep.
think he was decent.
Yep.
Just because he's on such a good offense
Yep.
and Eckler's getting older. Brian Robinson seemed like he was the guy.
Yeah, dude. When he was healthy, he scored a touchdown every game.
Yeah, yeah. I
He
mean,
just he just punched one in.
yeah, the offense is going to move the ball. I
Yep,
mean, I like that one, but
that's a
also in
good
the
one.
he's not my favorite player by any means, but I think like for his potential in his situation is Calvin Ridley.
Interesting. Okay.
Like, I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
is
baby.
he as good of a keeper as Brian Thomas Jr. in the seventh? No.
No.
But
Yeah.
but he's gonna be the number one guy for a young rookie quarterback. And we've seen young rookie quarterbacks love like good route running veteran receivers. Like look at look at Jaden Daniels last year. I
Yeah.
mean, Terry McLaurin had his best year in
Best year
God.
for
I
sure.
mean, just because he's that good. I mean, and I don't think the Titans are going to have that success, but Ridley had success last year with Will Levis and fucking nobody.
Yep. Absolutely,
So,
buddy.
I don't know. I thought those two kind of stood out,
Nope.
but
They're nice. I like the Brian Robinson call. I like the Ridley call. Debbie, anyone sticking out to you? I know we kind of threw a lot of names already.
QJ in the 15th.
14th now. But
We, we,
yeah,
we
Oh,
don't
that's
even
right.
have a 15th anymore.
Uh, Worthy in the 7th would be interesting.
I thought about that one too. Yep.
I'm maybe higher on him than some people, but
I
Okay.
want it to be known that if I did not trade for Jameer Gibbs, I would have done anything I could. And you can Craig can attest to this. I was devastated when Rashid Shaheed was not on my championship team. Like I think it's time we start giving Rashid Shaheed some respect.
He's nice. He's a nice
In
player.
the
Not with
14th
Tyler Show throwing him the
Yep.
ball.
in the
No, probably not.
14th round, you're getting a 60-yard touchdown every few weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, you just got to play it the right way. So, you know.
Yeah. I like it, boys. I think it's been a good first episode. Yeah, looked over the draft board, kind of talked through our keepers. I think the remaining weeks we'll kind of talk about NFC players we like and AFC players we like and dislike, and then we'll kind of end the last one with predicting the first round. So I think we're
Love
missing
that.
Christian. We're missing Christian next week, but
Yeah.
we'll try to maybe get a sub in here, and we'll go from there. So, all right, boys. Well, let's end it. We'll see everyone next week.